Hey guys, welcome back to Class with Cass. This is my channel where I give you the hottest tips and tricks of living your best student life. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Cassandra. I got into every school that I applied to, including all 8 Ivy Leagues. I ended up choosing Yale. So welcome to my channel, you first timers. Today we're talking about the Why Us essay, but before we dive into that, I want to let you guys know that I am offering one-to-one personalized college essay coaching. So wherever you are in the process, whether you are staring a blank page down and you have no idea what to write, you're still in the brainstorming process, or if you have a fully fledged draft that you want me to look at, like I can help you. My goal is to help you find your voice and help you figure out mechanically, story-wise, technique, how to best tell the story of you and present your truest self, your best self to these admissions officers and help you get into your dream school. So if you're interested in that, please sign up in my website. I will link to it below and I will be in touch with you shortly. So I would love, love, love to help you in all of your journeys. So today we are talking about the Why Us essay. Now, this is a huge essay, right, for schools. A lot of schools ask this question. They might phrase it like, what about our school aligns with your academic passions and interests? I don't know. They'll phrase it in a variety of different ways. And what's more, from school to school, they will change like the word count. Some will be like 50 words or 100 words, and some will be like 650 words. So it's really gonna vary, but today I'm going to give you 3 areas to kind of keep in mind as you are writing these essays. So let's get to it. So the first area you want to pay a lot of attention to is, of course, academics. Like academically, why does this school line up with your interests? What are your post-grad plans and how does this school's particular department support that? Some things to consider are, does this department have a lot of research opportunities? What makes these research opportunities unique? Is it a lot of hands-on work? Is it the closeness that you'll have with leading researchers in that particular field, maybe even your professors or your TAs, grad students? Is there a lot of undergrad and graduate crossovers? That is one of the things that I was attracted to when I applied to theater studies at Yale, is the ability to take graduate classes with graduate students from the Yale School of Drama. So things like that are great to keep in mind as you are researching how this department, this major, this academic focus that the school provides lines up with your dreams and your passions. Another thing too is funding. Funding is extremely important for many different types of research. So I would take a look into what kind of grants the school offers, what kind of clubs might also offer financial support, or is it hard or easy to start a new club? If a club doesn't currently exist that you want to start, that you're invested in, that you think, hey, Harvard is missing a specific sustainability club, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, these are all other areas that you can look into as well. So the second one is culture. And what I mean by culture is, if your school was like a person, what kind of personality would they have? Like what high school stereotype might they fit into? And this is a really good exercise for you to think through that school's personality. Now, how do you figure out a school's personality? I think the best way is like watching videos of life on campus, as well as visiting campus, even better. And if you can't do that, then talking to alumni, people who've graduated, or even better, like current students who go there. Now they can give you the real unfiltered look at what life is like there. And by talking to groups of students, you'll start to get a sense of what kind of student that university wants to attract. So for example, Yale really likes to brand themselves as the yes and school. And what this means is Yale really likes students who are I don't know, student body president, and they play an instrument, and they invented a robot, and you get the point. So this idea of yes and, like saying yes to a lot of different things, and yeah, really pushing yourself to try new things. And that's something that I found to be true in my experience at Yale. Students are constantly pushing themselves to do a lot of different things. Whether or not this is good or bad, that's for another video. There is such thing as burnout culture. But I do realize that a lot of Yale students are unafraid to try new things, and the amount of organizations, clubs, opportunities on campus to try new things, it was all there. It was all already built into the system. So it's really easy for students to do that. And so that's what I found. And so when you research what kind of students the school is looking for, of course you want to make yourself look like one of those students. So you would try to show off that personality. If you have found that this school likes really introspective thinkers, people who can talk quietly about a singular topic for 5 hours on end, well, that'll give you a good idea of what kind of culture is on this campus. Another thing to look at are institutionally, how is that personality or culture supported? So another thing that I seem to hear from a lot of Yale alum and students that I spoke with, that Yale was like a tight-knit community or family that really supported each other and that didn't feel competitive, but we were all in this together sort of thing. So I started thinking to myself, like, what exactly about Yale, the institution, made this possible? So after a little bit of digging, I found that Yale put its money where its mouth is. That is a lot of mental health initiatives, even a whole building, a physical area dedicated to students' mental health under like something called like the Good Life Initiative. So institutionally, I could see that Yale really valued this idea of building community. Geographically, I found that to be true as well, because Yale isn't in a giant city, for example. So a lot of the entertainment has to come from inside. Like we have to create our own entertainment. And I found that Yale, it's really easy to apply for grants, funding, to do a lot of different artistic projects. So almost every weekend there were like at least 5 events going on, whether it was a musical or like a lit magazine reading, or a dance show, and the list goes on and on. So there was always, you know, like these really fun things happening on campus because institutionally Yale made that money available. Also, it was really easy to access like spaces, like theater spaces. You didn't need to be a part of a specific major or part of a specific undergraduate or graduate school to access these spaces. So it's all of these little details that contribute to the culture and the personality of a school. So the last piece is the you of it all. Of course, now you've just done your research, you've listed why these schools are attractive to you, but let's not forget you in the picture. Now, a really easy way of integrating yourself more into this essay, instead of this sounding just like a list of things that you research about the school, is literally just thinking about it narratively, like picturing yourself on campus, using phrases like, I see myself walking across Old Campus on the way to X class, or I can't wait to discover bookbinding in the basement of JE or whatever. So even just picturing yourself and painting a picture of yourself with your words of future you on this campus, you're like planting seeds inside the admissions officer's head that, hey, I can see you as a student on our campus, and I can see the contributions that you are wanting to make, whether that is starting a new club or cheering on your friends at a dance practice, or innovating some new sustainability practice with your TA. You know, you're giving them specific concrete examples of the things you are going to do as a student, whether it's small or big, on their campus. So there you have it. Those are my 3 angles to keep in mind as you are writing this essay. Essentially, remember this question is twofold. You are answering why they are good for you, but you are also answering why you are good for them. So keep these things in mind as you go about your essays. Don't forget, I do offer help, so check out my website below. In the meantime, leave your questions or your comments about what you want to see next. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers.